Okay, good day ladies and gentlemen. In these videos we are going to take a look at using Microsoft Excel, and specifically we're going to take a look at using the version of Microsoft Excel that we all use at school, which is the online version. So we're going to start by just looking to see how we actually open up the application. So I've started off by going to office.com, then I've signed in using my school email, and then I get this screen which has all of the various applications that I can open, and the one that we're going to open up is, as I said earlier on, Excel. So once Excel opens, what we get is this screen, and I've blanked out the bottom half just for my own privacy reasons, but what you'll get is a screen that looks like this, that has the option then to either open up a new worksheet or to open up a pre-made template. Now, we're not going to look at pre-made templates here, but I do suggest you spend some time just going through them, opening them up, seeing what's inside them, maybe getting some ideas for some worksheet designs that we can use later on. So this is Excel, and the first area that I want us to take a look at is this very top bar at the top here. This first bit, which says Book 9, this is going to be our file name. So you can see I've just changed the word to Introduction, and you can see that next to it said saved. So that tells me now that that change that I've just made is now saved. The next section I need you to take a quick look at is on the top right hand corner, where you can see my name, and this just verifies that I've correctly signed in. If ever you're looking at these files and it says guest, then that means you haven't signed in properly. So just press F5 and re-sign in, and then reopen up your file. The next section that I want us to look at is what we call the ribbon, and the ribbon is where we find all of the functions and all of the buttons that we need to do all of the extended tasks like formatting, calculating, copying and pasting, etc., etc. So just like every other Microsoft application or PowerPoint that you're probably familiar with, if you're looking for a button, it's probably on the ribbon. The next two sections that we need to be aware of are this text box on the left that currently says A1, and the second text box to the right of it here. So the text box on the left that says A1, this is the name of the current cell that we're editing, and we'll talk about cells and ranges, etc. later on. But if ever we need to find the name of the cell that we're editing, that's one way to do it. It's in that text box. And then the text box on the right shows the text that we're currently entering. So when we start entering in formulas and calculations and text, etc., we'll be entering it into this text box on the right hand side, and then that value will magically appear in the text. Now the next section that we need to know about how Excel works are the rows, columns and cells. So in Excel, where we have these A, B, C, D, E, these are called the columns. So think of it like a Roman building where you have columns up front, then we have columns go from top to bottom. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along the left hand side, these are our rows. Okay, so when we put a column and a row together, just like a coordinate system, then we can say that we have a cell. So here you can see that column A, row 1 has been selected, and that gives us cell A1. Finally, we have this section at the bottom of the screen, which currently says sheet 1. These are our worksheets. So Excel is like a book that has pages, and we can work on one page or one sheet, and then we can create a new page or new sheet, and then we can work on a separate sheet. Okay, so those are the key components of the interface for Excel. What we're going to do next is have a quick quiz, and I look forward to seeing your answers.